You guys remember that thing that they try to say doesn't exist? That thing that they say is a conspiracy theory? That thing that they say is not real, and you guys are just going crazy and you're making it up, and there's no such thing as ESG funding and DEI funding and blah 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 blah. Okay. We have an article here from That Park Place, but I'm going to highlight specifically a picture that's here. This picture tells you everything you need to know. Okay, this is where I know a little bit more. All right. So when it comes to ESG DEI funding, they have massive amounts of funding from 3 mainstay companies that all focus on DEI nonsense. Okay. Number 1, you got Bailey Gifford. Bailey Gifford is a UK based company. All right. It's a UK based company that is basically the BlackRock and Vanguard of the UK. That's what they are. They focus on that kind of shit. That's why they have a majority share of 11.16%, right? But you also have BlackRock over here with 2.1 million shares, okay? 2.1 million shares. I don't know if you guys can see this a little better. 2.1 million shares from BlackRock. And then from Vanguard, you have 1.6 million shares. So Vanguard owns about almost 5%. BlackRock owns almost 7%. And Bailey Gifford owns over 11%. So combined, these 3 companies, okay? These 3 companies own almost 1/4 of Games Workshop. Think about that. Think about that. These 3 DEI companies own 1/4 of Games Workshop. Now that you have that information, now you can start to see and wonder why these changes are being made. Okay. Now, a lot of people are saying these changes are being made because they feel like there's going to be more changes coming in the future, and they had to retcon certain things. They had to retcon certain things in order to make those upcoming changes make sense, right? Now, I don't know the lore, okay? I've said this like 10 times in the stream, and I'll still have people in my comments being, you're not a Warhammer 40K fan, so why are you commenting? Well, shut the fuck up. I know about ESG companies, and I know about DEI money. So if you have 25% ownership, right, that's pretty fucking huge. And I guarantee you these companies all collaborate to go to the same goal. Now, I want to know, in terms of the lore aspect, for those of you guys who are hardcore in 40K in the chat right now, was there always female custodians or whatever the fuck they're talking about? I don't know. What are they talking about? Custodians? Where the fuck is it at? Hold on. Adeptus Custodes. I didn't want to fuck up that word. Were there always female Adeptus Custodes? Were there always female Adeptus? Everybody's saying no. The entire chat is saying no. The entire fucking chat is saying no. No. No across the board. No across the board. Now, some of the proof that they provided in this article, again, as someone who's not a lore nerd, I wouldn't know whether it's true or not. But from what I'm understanding, it's been clear that it's been meant. They say sons of something in here, right? Sons of some shit. Where is it at? Sons of the noble houses of Terra. All custodes begin their lives as the infant sons of the noble houses of Terra. Speaking Moistly says they have battle sisters that are normal humans and they hate the genetic freak space marines. Sisters of battle were separate, right? The female troops were the sisters of battle. Okay. Women can't become space marines. Goes against the lore. Now, my thing is, okay, so let me ask this question for you guys who probably know better. For you guys who know better, as we go viral with this stream on Twitter, apparently. It's like we got almost 300 people watching on Twitter. For the guys who know about the lore, okay, has at any point there been a female depiction of whatever the fuck this title is, Custodes, Adeptus Custodes, whatever? Has there ever been a female depiction, whether in tabletop, whether in art, whether in figurine, whether in anything? Has there ever been a female depiction whatsoever? I mean, officially, not fan fiction, obviously, like officially. The chat is spamming no. No female, no nothing. Not by the company, only by the fans. Okay, I get that. Okay, T-Jab says no. Okay. So then it begs the question, right? Like I said, this is from an outsider looking in. This is from an outsider looking in on this nonsense, okay? If you're watching over at Twitter, get your ass over to YouTube and like the stream, damn it. As an outsider looking in, I have to ask the question. Because the main Warhammer account posted something, and I feel like I haven't had a chance to respond to them, but I want to. Because I have a very simple fucking question. I really do. I have a very simple question. And let me show you what they posted. Where is it at? Let me see. Where is it at? Since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians. That's what the official Warhammer account just said. Now, chat, for those of you who are Warhammer nerds, is that true? Kiara Lunar says, since when? Moriarty says lies. But Amanda said that's a fucking lie. So all of you guys are saying it's not true. It's all lies. Oliver says, Nani? Jason Scott says never happened. Okay. So all of you guys, you must be dreaming. All of you must be dreaming. Every single one of you must be dreaming. Because if all of you are in agreement that this has never happened, that this is a lie, right? Then I only have one question. I only have one question for the Warhammer official, okay? As an outsider looking in, my question is that if there has always been female custodians, why have we never seen them? Why have we never heard about them? Why have we never seen them in text? Why have we never seen them in art? Why have we never seen them in figurines? Why have we never seen them? If they've always existed, that's the whole gaslighting bullshit that they like to do, right? They love to gaslight you and say, oh, it's always been this way. Just like when they talk about gay characters that they make gay that were never gay, they always say, oh, there was always signs. There was always signs of that being the truth. You just never saw it. You never saw it, right? So when they gaslight you and they lie to you and they tell you these things, my question is always, okay, so if that's the case, where are they? Where are they? Can you please showcase where in the past there have been female custodians? Basically, what ended up happening was when Warhammer Official made this post, everybody lost their mind. Everybody lost their fucking mind, right? Rightfully so, because when you fuck with people who really know about the lore like that, I gotta imagine if I was into Warhammer 40K, I'd probably be going off right now. Just being real with you. I'll be honest with you, I'm more worried about the funding. I'm more worried about the funding. I would rather chase the money, right? Chase the money. Forget the woke shit. Why is the woke shit happening? That's the more important question. That's where you got to kind of like bat an eye and say, why is this happening? And then when you follow the money and you realize why it's happening, you know, you guys are saying there's no reason to do this. Boomy Bob says there was no reason to do this. Yeah, there was. ESG. That famous thing that they tell you doesn't matter. That famous thing that they say, oh, you know, don't focus on that. Don't look at that. Don't think about that. Yeah, they don't want you to think or focus on that because it happens. It happens all the time. They went for their ESG money. Flat out. Everybody has a price, right? That's what they say. Everybody has a price. So they got offered their price and they took it. 25% share spread across 3 DEI companies. And then here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about all this, right? One of the things they'd love to tell you is that, oh, BlackRock and Vanguard, just because they invest in something doesn't mean that company is going to go woke. That shit is the biggest gaslighting I have ever heard in my life. It's the biggest gaslight I've ever heard in my life. You want to know why? Because after a while, you have to look at something and say, you know what? That ain't rain, bruh. That ain't rain that's falling on your face. They're pissing on you. You know, I love that statement because it's true. I use it for everything. It's true. After a while, you got to realize you're not getting rained on. You're getting pissed on, right? So if you're going to call it a conspiracy, in order for it to not be a conspiracy, that means it shouldn't be accurate all the time. And yet it is. Every time Vanguard and BlackRock invest in something that is entertainment-based, it goes woke to shit. They can't make real estate woke, so they don't do it. But even though that's a lot of their investments, real estate, but their entertainment investments, they have certain requirements that the company has to agree to before they will get their funding and their investment. If they don't agree to that, they don't get it. And then they're going to say, well, there's no such thing as that. That's not true. That's not real. Well, there is. There is. And there's a video that I showcased a while ago. And I'll show you this video again. I got to find it somewhere here. It's somewhere here on the page. It's somewhere here on the page. Right here. I just passed it. Let me play this video. And then you'll guys see exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on.
It's just, you have to force behavior.
Face this. This is the CEO of BlackRock. This is Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock.
And if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team, you're going to be impacted. And that's not recruiting, it is development, as Ken said.
How do you force change, though? I mean, Larry, BlackRock has really been in the forefront of the ESG movement within corporate governance and a real leader. And yet change is so slow. So what is, and Ken as well, how do you force change when it is so incremental and so gradual? How do you do something more radical? Have you thought about that? Has the board of American Express thought about more radical things we could do to enhance diversity and inclusion?
Because it has to be imbued in the culture of a firm. It has to be talked about. It has to be shown. Behaviors across the entire firm in every region have to be similar. And every citizen of the firm has to understand what is acceptable behaviors and what are unacceptable behaviors.
So do you see that? You guys see what I'm saying now? For those of you who might have never seen that clip, for those of you who want to say that it's a conspiracy, that when BlackRock gets involved with something, right? Or when Vanguard gets involved with something, that it's a conspiracy that they don't make shit woke. No, bro, it's not a conspiracy. This is what they do.